Hi, my name's Denise McCabe and I'm a Stampin' Up demonstrator on the central coast of New South Wales in Australia, and this is my Make It Monday for this week. I've been preparing some cards for classes, upcoming classes in January and February, and I've just been working on some cards using the Dandy Garden suite. It's a beautiful suite and it's got two stamp sets in it. It's got the Garden Wishes stamp set and dies, and it's got the Dragonfly Garden with a matching punch. So there's two bundles or the whole suite. It's got some 6x6 DSP called the Dandy Garden DSP down here. It's got some Mossy Meadow braided linen trim. It's got these little ladybug trinkets which are really cute, and it's also got this dandy cut, laser cut paper. I don't know if you can see that very well, but yeah, so I've designed a class around this suite, and it will be a product based class, and you'll get a pack of the dandy laser cut paper included in the price of the class. So these are the cards. They're the two stamp sets. The Garden Wishes has got the matching dies, and the Dragonfly Garden has got the punch bundle. So I'll just move those over there. So these are the cards that I've made for the class. This class will be in February. So this one is using the Dandy laser cut paper. There's two sheets in here of various laser cut pieces. So this white background piece is one of the laser cut pieces in the pack. The dragonflies, actually, I didn't stamp those. They are punched directly from the DSP pack. Where are they? It's in here somewhere. That's the smaller ones. So yeah. Was it those ones? No, it wasn't those ones. There's another piece in here that has maybe, let's have a look. So you can just line it up, except that's not going to line up for me because it's just being stubborn. Here we go. This is the piece that's got the dragonflies that you can punch straight out. So I'll just show you. Punches the big one out, and it punches the little one out, but it's not going to do it because these ones aren't lining up. So I'll just do the big one just to show you. So that's all I did. Let me just get rid of all of this. That's all I did was find the DSP and cut out the dragonfly for this card. I did put a little bit of Winker Stella over the wings of the dragonfly. So this is a really simple card. So you've got your laser cut paper that I've just glued down, dimensional on the back of the dragonflies, and a couple of the little ladybug trinkets. This one is using a piece of the DSP. This has been stamped with this stamp, and then I stamped it on vellum with Versamark and white embossed it. This dragonfly is one of the die cuts from the laser die cut paper. So that's that card. These two I've actually just cased straight from the catalogue. So this is using the Dragonfly one again with the little dragonflies in the corner, a bit of the DSP, a bit of vellum, and these are from the laser cut paper, sponged. That's sponged with Calypso Coral, and this is sponged with Mossy Meadow, and another little ladybug trinket. And this is the card that I'm going to show you today. So this is called Shadow Stamping, and once again I've used this stamp and white embossing powder, and the technique is shadow stamping. So I'm going to show you how to do that today. So I'll just move these cards to one side so they don't get mixed up, and I'll just stick that back in there. Oops. Move them over there. Okay, so I'll put that there. So it's called shadow stamping, and you stamp in black Memento and then stamp in Versamark, white embossing powder, heat emboss it, and then sponge over the top. This is my practice piece, and I felt like it was too far away. It was too far away to be a shadow, but I'll still use that on a card, but I just wasn't happy with it, so I did it again and moved it over a little bit closer. So I've gone ahead and pre-cut my card. So I'm using crumb cake, which is just your standard A5 crumb cake, and scored and folded at 10.5. This is also crumb cake, and it's 10 by 14.4, and I've run it through the Tasteful Texture 3D embossing folder to get that nice texture. So that's your background, and I've just got a piece of basic black and a piece of Whisper White, so they'll all be layered together just like that card. So let's get started. So I've got my stamp, my dandelion stamp here, and my basic black. So I'll just ink that up. And I'm going to put it sort of down. I don't want over to the left. A little bit. No, yeah. There we go. Get my disgusting looking chamois and clean that off. These chamois are great. They're $14 and they're just the best. Now I've got my little static pillow for embossing. I might just give that stamp a little bit more of a clean. Just don't want any black Memento going on my Versamark pad. So I will just rub that over there. And now this is my Versamark. So I shall just ink up the stamp again. Put my little static pillow away. And just a little bit to the right of your first image. Stamp your Versamark. You can't see it yet. Bring in my white embossing powder. So the white embossing powder is sticking to the Versamark. Looks good. Put the lid back on that. And I'll heat emboss this with my heat tool. Now I might speed this bit up so you don't have to sit there and watch this. And I'll just clean my stamp off, clean the Versamark off it. Put that there. Just make sure there's no embossing powder hanging around. And then I've got one of the new Stampin' Up blending brushes. This is the one I've allocated to browns and yellows. It's the beautiful brushes. I love them. So then I've got my crumb cake. Put that there because I want to. So I just do that, take a little bit off there, and I'm just going to work from the right corner in. Just a sponge. It's a bit like Emboss Resist. Well, it is actually Emboss Resist. I love these blending brushes. They're just so nice to use. Really like them. Oops. Might just sort of cover a bit more over here. And maybe a bit over here. I don't need to sponge or blend the whole piece of cardstock. There we go. Close that up. Just to clean them, you just do that. See, there's nothing much coming off that. Or you use a microfiber cloth. You can wash them, but I don't want to wash mine. I don't know how long they take to dry, and sometimes when you wet these things, they're never the same, so I'm not going to do that. So, bring my sample card back in. On my sample card, from the Dandelion, the Dragonfly Garden, I stamped For a True Friend up in the corner. I'm not going to do that this time. I might put another greeting somewhere on the card. I'll think about that. So I'll just bring my pieces back in and get my seal. And my basic black piece of cardstock. Got sticky fingers. There we go. Put that down. And I'll just move that to one side. I'm just going to attach my embossed panel. Onto my card base. Getting all these little gluggy bits. There we go. That's down. Now, I do want to put some other ribbon, no, because that's got white. I might still go with that braided thread. I wonder if this is looking good. I might do this on this one. So I'm gonna just measure that and get my ribbon scissors. I'm just going to attach that there, see if that's too high. I don't want it up that high. That's better. So you saw I just put a little bit of seal. Not far enough down though. Just make sure that's straight. Yep. I'm going to just go over the top to make sure that seals down the ribbon, because I'm going to use dimensionals on this piece. One in the middle. I'm actually making this Make It Monday on Sunday afternoon because I've got to go back to work tomorrow, and I normally don't work on a Monday, but I'm working tomorrow because it's our first day back, and we predict the phones are going to be a bit chaotic after the Christmas break. So it's my Make It Monday on a Sunday. This ribbon's a little bit stiff, so it's a little bit harder to make a bow, but if you work with it, you can eventually get something that you're happy with. Maybe. No, I want to make it a little bit smaller. So I just play around with it and tweak it. That's better. So I'll just cut it there and there. So I used the braided linen thread on that one, but this one I think this one looks just as good. Might make the little ends a little bit shorter. And we'll get our glue dot. Excuse my head, I've got to bring it in just to centre it, I think. Is that centred? I think so. And what I will do also is I'll just flick off a glue dot and stick it underneath the ribbon. There we go. Now, for a greeting this time, is that sitting nice? I think it is, yes. What shall I do? What shall I do? Got these little bits of cuts. Oh, I could stamp something on black, maybe. Now what? Maybe this one. You are an inspiration. I like that. And that's from the Dragonfly Suite. Dragonfly Garden, I should say. So I'm going to do Versamark and heat emboss it. I hope you can see that. I haven't gone out of camera. You know what I didn't do? I didn't use my little pillow. See, because I didn't use my little pillow, I've got some of the white embossing powder. Where I don't want it. There we go. Put that over there and put my lid back on that. Get my little heat tool. I might just okay, so where can I put this? Cut it down a little bit. Or I could put it this way, let's see. I'll just snip that off. I would normally do this with my trimmer. I'm being very ambitious trying to get straight lines here. But I think that's worked. Or should I put it over here? Where to put it, that's the thing. Anyway, I'll play around with that and I'll post my finished card, but basically they're the same. They've just got a little bit, the sentiment's just different, and the ribbon. So that's shadow stamping. I hope you've enjoyed watching that, and this will be one of my classes in February, using this lovely Garden Wishes suite. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you next week.